Okay, run out of boxes. Let's see what's in this one. This one's heavy. Feels like a crankshaft in here. Yeah. When I hit the floor, it felt like one too. But that's a pretty damn big box for a crankshaft. So, obviously, it's trying to get out. So packages isn't the best. Double boxed. That's what saved it, but you should put a lot of card, a lot of paper and stuff in here to absorb the box inside of the box. Because right now you got issues with things poking through. Like that right there, whatever that is. I'm not sure what that is, but it's not supposed to be poking through your box. Cause things get broken. So they should be putting a bunch of stuff in here, and they should have a bunch of cardboard up on top of this and paper in here, and that would have protected that. You always wrap something real heavy around something like that so it doesn't break. So, what do we got under here? I don't know. More junk. So the best way to get a box out of a box is to put it on the ground and flip it over. Let gravity help you instead of fighting you. Yeah, like that. Comes right off. Boom. Oh yeah, I got another box on the floor. Oh, this one tears easily. Alright. What the hell is this piece of crap? I don't recognize it. It's heavy. Now it's a Buell. I didn't recognize this side. This side I recognize. It's only got one cylinder on it. Why is it so heavy? A crankshaft in this thing? There's no crank in it. Good hell. Put some lead in there to make it cost more to ship. I'm not sure what it's so stinking heavy. We got an oil filter on it. Probably still got oil in it. Something in here. I like how they protected the studs up here so they didn't poke through the box, so that's good. Still trying to go through it, they should have put 2 or 3 layers on there, not just one. Yeah, there's no crank in there. Something's jammed in there though. Probably an oil pump or something maybe, I don't know. It's got a hose on it. Pretty sure the oil pump doesn't go inside the hole there. What's it say here? 2001 Buell Blast 8814 inner cases. So they stripped this bike in 14 and this is 23. That's a long time for a sitting piece of crap on your around to get rid of. Maybe that's why I got a good deal on it. So it's sitting since 14. It's 9 years. There's an oil line down here sticking out. So they're probably ready to throw this thing in a dumpster almost. Sat so long. Probably should keep the label so I know what it is. Like I really care. There, we'll stick it with that 08 case it's bad or whatever year that was. Okay, what do we got here? So we know it's a Buell Blast. So 2000, 09, they're all the same every year. They never change the bikes. I don't think they changed anything on the whole bike for their whole run. 10 years of run making production. They had the same colors, same everything. Maybe they changed the tires to a different brand. I don't know. Sure didn't do anything else. Okay. Cardboard over there. You got trim? No, there's no trim in this. I don't know why it's so heavy. still in it. What the hell's in here? You gotta be kidding, it's hoses. Why'd they stick a bunch of hoses in a stupid set of cases? That's stupid. There's what's hanging out in the bottom, some kind of a puke hose. Can't be stock, it wouldn't be sticking down like that. Yeah. And we know that oil filter is going to have oil in it. So the first thing you should do is get rid of the oil filter. So there's how big the oil filter is. We need to lose that oil filter. I don't know why I got any oil filter wrenches around here. Somewhere. Look on the wall, dummy. Yeah, there's a good spot to look, on the wall. That's where you look on that stupid wall, dummy. So there they are, they're up there. Now how do I get to those? I can't even get into there anymore. I used to be able to step through here and get to there, but yeah, it's too much work. I'm going to use a specialty tool. I'm going to use this one right over here. This looks like the oil filter removal wrench right here. That'll work. I'm going to get rid of this right now because I don't want all the oil going everywhere. It's a mess. Don't need messes. It's already set to the right size and everything. Oh, that was really tight. If I put it over the bench so it spills on the bench. Told you it's full of oil. I'm going to wrap that up in there like that. Try to keep that upright. Go ahead and dump that over. It won't be messy. Put in my trash can for now, straight up and down, so it'll be out of the way. And we're making a little bit of mess right there right now. Let's see, where's my dirty rag at? Here's a dirty rag. Alright, what do we got here? So you got an oil line with a T in it. And that's about it. I'm sure there's a reason why I got these. I think they were included. Otherwise known as trash, more or less. See what we got inside of here. Oh, there is something else in there. It isn't just an oil line. There's something else in there. Another oil line. Guess what? Got another oil line. What else we got? Got a bag of what unknown. Maybe case bolts, maybe, be nice. And a bag of case bolts. That's good, I like that. Freebies. And what else is down there? Some kind of donut. And an exhaust gasket down there or something. Ooh, a clamp. Probably an oil line clamp. What else is down there? Oh yeah, a zip tie. How much can I get for that? Look at that. That's from a Precision Genuine Buell zip tie. That's valuable. Good thing we got that. I was worried there for a minute I didn't get anything valuable. Is this thing done dripping yet? Oil pump in there still. Sure it's still primed. Yeah, dirty. Okay, so there's how the tubing works for a Buell Blast. The XB motor would have an oil cooler on it. The Buell Blast is cheap, so you don't put an oil cooler on them. So, just go straight across right in there. Boom, done. This would be your return line here, which is probably one of those hoses over there. Gear looks good. Neutral switch, just like the other case. Got everything on this one. So this one has a straight fitting. This one here has an angle one because it had, like I said, these ran filters on them. So it's the same thing other than that. This has a reed in it. This one does not. It just has a big hole. They didn't care about breathing very much. There, and that looks like a Timken down in there. Yeah, looks like a Timken bring on that side. Alright, but see this here mount? Looks the same. This looks the same. This mount here is different, but see, I think you can put one of these motors into a Buell, into a Blast. The cylinder probably hit the frame, but the motor itself, I figured it'd be the same. And they are very, very close. Yep. Yep, it looks the same. Speedometer drive there. Hole mounting for the motor mount. Yeah, looks identical. Okay, you got the same bossing, just doesn't have that. Same hole, same location, same stud hole. Same oil pressure switch in the same spot. And the mount's in the same spot. But this mount sticks out more than this one. Other than that, they look the same. So it looks like it sticks out about a finger width more. So very, very similar. So yeah, you can put an XB motor into a Buell Blast. It's just a matter if it'll clear the frame up on top. My guess is the frame will probably get in the way, which would be the shock mount also. But I can use an XB case, which means I can use an XB transmission, and I can use an XB primary drive and clutch and all that other stuff. So I'm thinking the other side is the same too, but we'll know that in a minute. We'll flip the case over. Because I'm going to modify my Buell Blast a lot, and I need a better powertrain than what they come with stock. Alright, so let's see what this looks like on the other half. Okay, so we know this is all good. Let's get this one out of the way. Go right in that hole. Okay, looks like the case race is all the same. Right here. This is all the same way made. It's got the same hump right here. We already know the cam covers are interchangeable. So here's your cam. Goes in there like that. Goes in there like that. And then your cover right here. See, we only have two because it fits. Voila, fits right on. Same as it fits on that motor. No difference. Buell pump, I think the pumps are all the same. There would be no reason to be any different. Why would they change it? Probably there's a 98 number on it. 99 something. Yeah, it looks like it's 98, 99, same as Harley. It's the same pump as a new Forester motor. The Buell pumps have a secondary feed right in here, which I can't see right now, but it should be in there. Yep. See, there's a hole right there, goes all the way into the pump. So Buell started that, and then Harley went to it in 98 or 99 on all their bikes. Same design. So that's all identical to how that one is. So there you go. Like I said, 14 is when they stripped this thing apart, it looks like. Long time for sitting on the shelf. Set. Okay, we got the same hose, same spot. Bolt to hold together right now, but yeah, it's not gonna stay. Okay, flip this over now. Okay, there are some changes here. This bearing needs to be cleaned. What, you thought I was going to run it the way it was? Nasty. Okay, so this has a narrow bushing in it. This one has a narrow bushing in it, but look how much thicker the case is. See how thin this case is? Tissue paper. This case here, a lot more material in it. It's twice as thick. Let's see, this looks the same, the bearing looks the same, bearing looks the same height, so the transmission is probably identical. I'm assuming this is the shifter mechanism goes in here because I got a big barrel style. That's the same. This here is different down this part than this one. That's a little different. This has this big tube thing sticking up here, or whatever the hell this thing is. I don't know what this thing is. Ah, it was down, now it's up, so. I don't know what that is. My guess is probably bent. It probably came out straight. Some kind of a dowel thing. This one's different. See, it doesn't have any of that crap on there. This has the old 5-speed style mechanism for shifting, it looks like. This one's different. The alternator holes in the same spot for the plug to go through. This is, looks like a Timken bearing. Yeah, this is a Timken bearing motor. This is a roller bearing motor. This has a big roller bearing in it. This has a Timken bearing in it. Yeah, this is a Timken bearing. Looks like the alternator goes in the same alternator. This is a little bit taller and bigger because of the way the bearing's made. Just like a twin cam. How this is made. This is like an Evo. How this one's made. So they are a little different. So the Buell crank is going to be a Timken crank. Now, can you put a Buell crank into this case here? The XB case is a question. That I don't know. My guess is you could probably take the Jim's twin cam conversion, Timken conversion bearing, and probably put it inside of this case and make it a Timken bearing. I bet you that probably would work. Even though they don't have anything about that application listed anywhere. So this is 00 case, this is 02 case. Like I said, this came out first. So they revised the shifting mechanism, about the only thing I see that's different. And then obviously they took away, they got away the Timken. Like I said, Harley was still using Timken bearing in 2000 when this case was made. The twin cam still had a Timken bearing on it. So 02, Buell, they put this roller bearing in it. 03 on twin cam they did it. So they did it on this first, see how it worked, and then they swatched it over to the big bike and did the same crap on the big bike. So that's what they did. So Buell starts it and then Harley copies things because Buell has engineers that work. Okay, this has got some kind of a tag in here. What the hell is that? What the hell was that before? Some kind of a stop plate. I don't know what that's for. Oh, it's probably for the cable going across to support it, hide it. And it looks like they had the same thing right here. So it keeps it out of the shifting mechanism. Alright, so that's the same. Don't know what this is. That dimple is still in this case here. I don't know what the hell that thing is. There's some kind of a bracket down here that's not used on the Blast, obviously. This might be an exhaust bracket. Be my guess, exhaust. Nothing back here. Hole here, hole there, same hole. Counterboard hole. Counterboard hole. Same over there, yep. Another one over there. Same distance over, yep. So that's all the same. So the motor, all this transmission, motor mounting stuff is the same between the Blast and the XB bikes. So, like I said, the motors are interchangeable. They'll fit in there. It'll probably hit the frame. So that means anything it takes, any aftermarket frame that's made to take a XB Buell motor, you can put a Blast in there also, if you want a single. Alright, so I don't really see a lot of differences in these things. The only thing I really see different is the main bearing is different and the shifting mechanism is different. And obviously the case is a lot thinner here. You can see how the webbing is only a finger deep. A little bit deeper on this one. Case is a little thicker, I guess, but it doesn't feel that much different. It's not that much different. It is different, but not by much. About an 1/8 inch difference. The biggest difference is through here. It's a lot thinner. in this one. Not sure. So it has something to do probably how this mechanism all lines up between the two. Starter's all the same, obviously. Primary gasket the same or any of that. Alright, well there you go. There are some slight differences, but transmission I think are identical between the bikes, so I ain't worried about the Blast trying being weak. I didn't think it was weak anyway. It's going to be pretty strong in my bike. But the clutch is definitely a piece of crap in here. But I'm pretty sure you can take the Sportster XB clutch and stick it into a Blast. I don't think there's any difference in that, so we can upgrade the clutch. Alright, that's what I want to know. Some differences here. Now I know. Alright, that's it for that.